table of the main event, day 2. Richard and I are excited to get this one underway because it's got down to the serious and now 70 odd people remaining. Everyone right now guaranteed at least 1 lakh, but it's 61L up top that they're fighting for.
61 lakhs. Not to forget that watch.
Big watch and a 20 lakh sponsorship package from Spartan Poker as well. So plenty to fight for. To see who will be crowned the next India Poker champion. That's gonna be.
I think it's also about the glory.
Memorial. What's the word we're looking for? Immortalized. Yes. In the Hall of Fame of Indian Poker.
Quite a power-packed final table we've got here. It
Feature
is
table. Not quite there yet.
feature table.
Yeah, all good names on there. You see Gunjan Mal, the largest stack right there. Kunal Patni, the shortest stack. Chirag Soda, who's been playing super well in poker recently, also featuring on our feature table. There's Jagdeep also. The cash game crusher. Considering perhaps taking on the Sorgan form.
Yes.
Rumors are to be believed. There's Chiggy right now with King Jack and the hijack. Disciplined fold there. There's Mayank Lakhani with King Queen suited, the most common hand we see on these feature tables, and Jagdeep Singh in the small blind. Computer for Akanksha Singh, the only lady on the feature table at the moment. Still 70 players, like we said, remaining in the main event. So we're going to have a lot of action for a fair few hours today. We're going to be bringing you the feature table, and then of course the final table where they fight down for the lion's share. There's the championship trophy in your screen right now at the front, along with the watch. That's what they're playing for. Kunal Patni needs to spin it up with just 11 bigs.
And making another appearance at another feature table is Gunjan Mal.
Yep.
Again coming in to this feature table coverage with the highest chip stack. It was fun watching Gunjan play the high roller, and he had a lot of moves, a lot of unconventional poker at display, and I would like to see him open up again. He does have a big stack. He will be pressurizing his opponents for sure.
Indeed. Speaking of pressure, Mr. Soda over there, he feels none. He's so used to final tables by now. He's in his element. Akanksha Singh here with a big hand in the small blind. Just limps it though. Is Kunal perhaps thinking of doing something dangerous on this feature table? Yeah, you better check that again. That's a 10 and a deuce, Kunal. Counted out those stacks like he was gonna do something. But yeah, there's the short stack, just 11 bigs. Be tricky for him. Nice flop from Mayank Lakhani right now. He's picked up a flush draw and just 2 overs.
Akanksha with the backdoor to the nuts with the ace of clubs.
So plenty in it for both. The jack of clubs is the sicko card. $23,000. Mayank C bets 33K. Akanksha Singh. With a little bit of a decision to make here. Would you have spiced that up pre-flop a little bit more if you were her, Richard?
Yes, probably, but then obviously we don't know what kind of dynamics are at the table. early position raiser. Maybe she doesn't want to play a big pot. I don't mind the call, but I think raising is a better way to play it. It makes it easier for you to make decisions post flop.
With Putney with 11 bigs in the big blind, does that factor in at all?
I guess it does, but then you don't mind calling off with ace queen for 11 big blinds.
And that looks to be Mr. Nathan Rao is still in this, since he's clearly not slowed down since we last saw him on the feature table.
Yeah, he's just he's coming with stacks. He's got like 3 chip trades, so I think he's got more than Gunjan.
Doing well. Let's see if his wild style works with these crushers. Gotta love Chiggy's glasses there, pitch dark. Nathan Rao pocket deuces as soon as he turns up. Just the kind of hand we expect him to be jumping into this action with. Here we go. Limping. UTG +2. Like we saw last time, he chooses to do this a lot.
Yeah, last time I think he was doing this a lot, like under the gun and under the gun +1.
Table amused by the amount of chips that's just been brought into play.
Nathan Rao 418,000 chips.
Makes the call. Jagdeep Singh, does he want to get involved with ace-3 off? Sharp mind, sharp fold. Kantar Singh gets out the wick. KP might actually be in trouble here. Actually, KP could get away with this.
KP can.
Yeah. It's actually good. It's going to work out perfectly for him. In fact, I don't think Kamal there is going to end up calling that. Nathan Rao would be wise to fold. And now with a decision to make, it's for like almost half his stack. So
Yes.
95. Call.
oh, he's made the call.
I was just about to say I think limp folding is super exploitable.
Yeah, fair enough. Kunal Putney now needing to sweat a little bit, needs to catch himself a 9 or some paint to get those opportunities out there. There's a diamond, that's also good. There's 2 diamonds, that's great. So it's always a sweat. Kunal Putney needs to catch a diamond or a 9. Also gets it, now needs to avoid a jack. He does do it. Kunal Putney with the full double up. He's up to 220k, and there's a big smile and a sigh of relief. Got called, was dominated, and got there.
Kamal Naruka is now the short stack. He's down to about 10 big blinds. Very unfortunate for him. I think this will get slightly short by the time we get to the final table.
Yeah, as the levels go up, obviously, those shorter stacks will either get, they sink or swim.
Also, I think the money jumps will be, super interesting to watch as they get to the final table.
Oh yeah, I mean those jumps start really popping up. We can get them on screen for you in a little while and tell you all about them. You do know that it's 61 lakhs up top. Jiggy under the gun with ace-8 suited.
10,000 to go. 10.
Nathan Rao's got an ace, but he folds. King 10 is into the muck. Jagdeep Singh with jacks.
10,000.
It's got a nice ring to it. Bumps it up to 25k.
25.
Those are the 5k yellow chips in play at the moment. Kunal Putney on the button. No, thank you. Ace Jack for Gunjan here. This looks like he's insta folded that.
Snap folded the ace jack.
Snap folded the Ace Jack, huh?
I wonder why.
I wonder why. Oh. Had very few aces to draw to and just the one jack left in the deck beyond that, so he would have been in terrible condition had he made that call. Some Jedi mind tricks there from Mr. Maul.
I'm still shocked he folded ace jack.
It's snap folded Ace Jack. I know Jagdeep comes with a reputation, but Ace Jack's not a bad hand, man. Think about it next time.
10,000 to go.
Ace 8.
I think when Gunjan played way too loose on the stream,
Fold.
maybe he's overcompensating.
This is for the balance for the viewers. He's thinking about something with a 10-5. He's thought about folding by the looks of it. Mayank with a3 gives a walk to the big blind. Chiggy gets a cheeky 5k there. No muss, no fuss.
And the blinds at 5k, 10k with a 10k big blind ante. Mayank Lakhani is the chip leader on this table. Not too much between him and Gunjan.
Hashim Khan. He's one of the new players on the feature table right now. He's got pocket fives.
20.
He's about to find himself up against King Queen.
Fold.
Does fold. I'm okay with that too. Good intuition. Apparently all these players are psychic. They know when their opponents are coming in with better. Akanksha Singh here. I'd like to see her pile on a little bit of pressure. Yeah, she's going for it. Bumps it up.
45.
45k is the bet. Gunjan and Mayank, they're gonna get out the way. Cheeky folds as well, so does Nathan Rao.
Very
Action
small three
back.
bet actually. Sort of a click back.
Yeah,
I don't mind it. I think the stack sizes are shallow.
Go back.
and that's perfect. An ace on the flop. Hashim Khan's already given up. You can just see it in his face. It's like as soon as he saw the ace, he knew he was done. Going slightly smaller now, I think going for about 35k.
I think that's a
30.
really good sizing.
30k it is.
75. Raise.
Uh-oh.
Whoa.
He hasn't actually made the action yet, but he's announced it verbally. Insta popped it up to 75k.
I think she has to move all in.
Just yeah, she's just got to jab it here. All in announced,
All in.
and
And
Hashim is not going to like that. Now he
Hashim
shouldn't be
Khan
called.
Cannot call.
Cannot call.
But he's put himself in such a weird spot. How can he not call with 77 behind when there's 430 in the pot?
Yeah, I mean, I guess he knows he's dead, but then why raise in the first
Yeah,
place
yeah.
if you weren't willing to call off at that stack depth? It's kind of weird.
I think it's one of those information raises.
Yeah, as I've mentioned before, betting for information. There are other ways to get it though than by betting your money the information, so wouldn't choose to do that too often. Well, he's in a little bit of trouble now. He's got 7 bigs, so he's going to need a spin.
Yeah, very, very tight spot now for him. It probably has to do with the sizing. Akansha went for a really small sizing. Probably super tempting for Mr. Khan there. Saw some weakness perhaps.
Yeah, perhaps he's put her on, you know, around the same amount of pocket pairs and thought he can get her to fold with the ace coming out there. Speaking of an ace, here's Chigi with ace jack. He's going to open the action up. Nathan Rao gets out the way. Hashim Khan, he just folds. It's very, very short. He's going to be in the small blind next as well.
And as you can see, the blinds just kill you.
Yeah, the blinds, if you don't keep up with them, they'll absorb you eventually.
Hashim Khan with 5 point.
And especially when you're a short stack with the big blind 19 play, you get a big old target on your back.
Hashim-
5k, 10k, the blinds. Sorry, go ahead. You were saying something about
I was
Hashim.
saying Hashim Khan has 5 blinds now. He's in the small blind. He's got to put in half a blind more.
3-0. Big blind.
It's, it's also going to affect how the table will play
10,000 to
now.
go.
KP with 6-3. Foldy. Gunjan with pocket rockets. Let's go. First monster hand of this feature table. Casually bumps it to 20k.
20.
Let's see one of these short stacks. Ooh, Nathan Rao could get into trouble with his play style. In position, it comes out with a king. Yeah, you don't want to do anything silly here.
He's probably only thinking about calling.
Yeah. Raising here would be absolute suicide. He is in terrible shape though. Not so much anymore, just picked up a little. Oh no, he's dead in fact. His 10 is dead. So Nathan Rao has got the higher gut shot. Pocket ace is still miles ahead.
He's trying to running 8s or
It's a good board for Gunjan to check right now as well. Even to see bet, it's actually both. It looks good for him.
yeah, I think he's sort of going to be forced to bet here.
Yeah, I think it looks like 25k or so. 20k it is. Nathan will definitely see another card. And now this is where Kamal really shouldn't be trying to chase.
He had a lot of stats. Even after like giving him a full double up, he still had to.
And the pros discussing strategy.
Yeah, you'd do well to listen to anything that Jagdeep says. He's puts in some serious volume. He's an incredibly talented poker player.
He ended up calling as well.
An ace. Boom boom. Gunjan now with top set.
Plus he skewed the bottom.
You can almost see the corners of his mouth wanting to smile. Can't do it just yet. Currently holding the absolute nuts. I'd like to see probably around half the pot. Would be a nice bet here.
Yeah, I think even if it's smaller, I'm okay
For
with
like
it.
45k.
Yeah, I think you called it.
55.
55 it is. He's got that look, doesn't he? That he feels like he wants to see one more card.
He
This
does.
story is all too convenient for Gunjan, just because it is. Sometimes the truth is stranger than fiction.
Next time. मतलब किंग रूल्स भी जो बंदा फोल्ड नहीं कर रहा उसको जैम कर रहे हो तो देख लो At least
Does
king
make
has
the
it.
call. Alright, it's gonna be a nasty river.
It's developing to be a big pot. 225 in the up for grabs.
4 locks it down. Gunjan with top set. No one's got deuce 5 here, that's for sure. So he has no need to worry about that straight. Effectively with the nuts then.
Yes.
I mean, there's no way anyone has 2-5 right now, so we can just call his hand the nuts. And you know, I don't even mind now going larger and not going for thin value here, going for big, because there are a couple of 2-pair combos that got there. If he did clip his ace, very hard to do given that Gunjan holds 2. But I mean, you're asking what has he got here with? Has to be half decent as far as Gunjan is
1
concerned.
lakh 2000.
And he has done that. I mean, it's a snap fold, obviously, because
How much delays there?
be an absolutely hero call. With King High, can't do much there. Can Nathan Rao is looking to clip a 10 or a king or a queen, which of course would have been bad news, but Mux and Gunjan has got a very healthy stack now. 70 bigs. Kamal and Hashim, the 2 short stacks right now. Everyone's going to be waiting to see what they do. Like you were saying, Richard, Noah's kind of does slow down the action a bit when there's a fair few short stacks, because you don't want to be donating any chips unnecessarily.
Yes.
KP.
Yeah, it's a great pot for him. He can raise, he can go all in.
Yeah, with 22 bigs from early position, certainly a possibility. I think he feels yeah, he's just raised it the minimum. Perhaps he can induce some action.
Yeah,
Gunjan's immediately eyeing down his stack with a suited ace.
Yeah.
Folding though. Mayank with another ace folding, so only 1 ace left in the deck now. Queen Jack for Nathan Rao. Snap call. Jagdeep in the big blind. Heels. Right, let's take a flop then. KP with ace king ahead at the moment. See what the flop brings out, if that changes anything. 6-8 queen. Top pair for Nathan Rao is ahead at the moment and position on all of them. KP deciding to check. It's hard for his stack to, get multiple bets in, so he is going to wait and see what Nathan Rao does. Waste no time betting. It looks to be like 40, 50k, 60k.
That's almost a pot size bet. Going large. Who is top pair? Patni has 200k. He almost can never call here.
He's got the ace of clubs in his hand. Could also just get this in, although he knows what he'd be doing if he did that, just putting his life on the line. He still has to catch something. He really wanted to see one free card, one free turn, and then he perhaps could have tried that. Excuse me. Nathan Rao taking it down then. Patni not finding it within him to go all in. So he does forfeit the ace king. And we move on. KP now exactly 20 bigs. I'm hoping we get to see Patni play kings at some point, just because it's a running joke in the community. But I hope that does happen, it doesn't go the way the stories usually go, which is not very well. I hope this time if he picks it up, they do hold. K7 for Gunjan, who's been quiet for a bit. Quite happy to open this one. We've got the chip lead.
25.
Really pile on pressure on the shorter stacks. But then, of course, the other big stack can pick up queens, and then you're in trouble. Not that he's going to call this 3-bet. Ooh, getting tricky here with queens. He's just limped that. Hope he's not asking for trouble here. Jagdeep with ace-jack. Wow, him limping that has just really made this very interesting. And Nathan Rao really loves to play hands. Fearless, jumping in there with 7-5 off. Man's got a big heart. Ace-jack off for Jagdeep Singh with 26 blinds. The pot's already 100k. Can he try and squeeze here from the small blind? I think that's exactly what's going through his head. It's a very, very, very interesting hand. Like, his gut instinct as an aggressive poker player is screaming at him to squeeze this. All in, announced. There it is. There is the squeeze. Akanksha Singh's going to quickly scamper off with 8-3 of clubs. Gunjan's plan has failed. He will have to fold this after a hopefully not too extensive tank. And Mayank Lakhani, he can hardly hold back his smile. He's about to say those words, those two magic words. He's just gonna check one more time. 1 queen, 2 queen, all in.
All in.
Boom. Jagdeep's not gonna like the sound of that, but he has got live. He has got a live card in that ace. His spades are good. His clubs are good. Let's see if he can get there. Mayank Lakhani in great shape at the moment, looking to knock out Jagdeep Singh from the main event. Here comes the flop. 9, ace, and 6. Jagdeep gets ahead. A heart makes things interesting. It's not going to be. Now he has to catch one of the 2 queens. Cannot do it, so Jagdeep Singh scores a full double up there. Goes to 341k. Gets 341k, goes to 600k. Just like that, he's got over 60 bigs. Can't really fault anyone there.
257.
Never going to be folding queens. If
257.
you're going to be folding queens, then please uninstall all poker from your devices and exit the building. I like the squeeze from Jagdeep as well. It's set up like that. And that's the danger sometimes when you just limp premiums, because, well, someone might do something crazy. I'm presuming his thought process there was that one of those 5 and 7 big blind stacks might have got it in, and that would give him a chance to come over the top. Jagdeep turning up in the small blind with the ace-jack squeeze kind of hitched that plan.
अब तो easy है आपके लिए. पत्ते भी लग रहे हैं, आप कहाँ से fold होंगे?
And the blinds go up with that last hand. We're at 6k, 12k now. And just a reminder, we had 693 entries to this main event across day 1, A and B. That is 61 lakhs for first place,
12,000.
43 lakhs for second place,
12.
third 27, fourth 20, fifth 15, sixth 12,
12,000.
seventh 10, eighth 8, ninth place 6 lakhs. So if you make the final table, well, no matter what happens, you're going to go home with a bunch of cash and a big smile on your face. Not as big as the first place prize, but big nonetheless.
All in.
Long way to go till then, though,
All
because
in.
still
Okay,
over 50 players left in this main event. We started this feature table when there were 71 left. Minimum payout 1 lakh at the moment. 3 aces turning up.
72.
Something 72 or something, 7 blinds.
Kamal Naruka finally finding a hand to get all in with his last remaining few big blinds. He couldn't wait much longer with such a short stack and the level just going up before this hand,
This is the hand. This is the hand.
and the blinds approaching him rapidly. Any ace was good enough here. So Jagdeep Singh makes a
Fool.
disciplined fold there. Nathan Rao, who had just limped from UTG3 with the ace deuce suited. Folds it. Weird. I guess it's okay, but I probably wouldn't have folded that if I was Nathan. It's surprising. He's quite happy to play loose hands pre-flop, but when facing an actual decision, he does shy away fairly fast. So you'll have to be careful that if the pros on the table, if they pick up on that, they're going to start using that to their advantage and taking chips off him.
What did I
Well.
miss?
Well, you missed a big hand for Jagdeep Singh. Nathan Rao, I think, opened, and Mayank Lakhani had pocket queens, and he just called,
12,000.
and then, sorry, no, someone else opened before
12,000 to go.
Mayank. Mayank calls with queens. Nathan Rao comes in with 7-5. Sorry, yes, Gunjan Mal opened the action with King 7 of spades and queens. just called, and then Nathan Rao comes along with 7-5 off.
Wow.
And then Jagdeep in the small blind with 26 or 23 bigs, rips with ace jack off, queen's call, ace on the flop. That's all she wrote. Jagdeep gets a huge hand, is at 600k now.
Second in chips, Jagdeep Singh. It's gonna be fun to see him with a lot of chips.
Yeah, that's scary for the other people on the table, especially the pros who respect and fear him a little bit.
Yeah, Gunjanmal folded ace jack.
Yeah, snap folded ace jack.
Snap
jumped
folded
Jagdeep
ace jack.
open.
And we've
It's
seen
like-
Gunjanmal play quite wide, even in the high roller. So
Yeah, I think he likes to picks his battles accordingly, though. The one with Jagdeep is just, it's just not the guy you pick a battle with, you know. Like, there are definitely better people to target if that's your strategy. Jagdeep is at the bottom of my list of people to mess with in poker.
for sure.
Jack of
As you can
hearts
see on your ticker, Just Poker is a new playlist you can find on Ghana.com. This is for all you poker enthusiasts.
12,000
Just
to go.
perfect for your poker grind. Go on there, go on Ghana.com and check it out.
Perhaps Chiggy's checking it out right now, wearing the headphones and the glasses right now, all in his zone.
It is 28,
Chirag, Soda.
28,000. Yes.
One of my buddies, one of my favorite characters around the scene as well.
Yeah, he's a regular at day twos and final tables and
Yeah.
feature tables. He's everywhere. He's always
KP's a bit short again.
Of course, you're joining us on the live stream of the main event, day 2, feature table.
And my uncle Khani, maybe he can get some chips back with this hand after losing queens to Jagdeep. But it is facing a raise from Jagdeep from the hijack.
And Jagdeep, I think he forgot to show his cards to the RFID.
But that's okay. We will try and figure out what this master poker player has using our mortal skills.
Unlikely.
Unlikely. He made it larger than a min bet
Yeah.
than Jagdeep, so that's something that my uncle is just wondering about when making his sizing here.
Re-raise.
Bet looks like 70 something,
82.
80k, 82k is the 3 bet. Jagdeep not insta folding, already put a chip on his cards. That usually means he's not ready to go anywhere just yet. Might have a pair in his hand here.
Jagdeep has already picked up a huge chunk of Mayank's chips.
Does he go for the rest? Is the question. These two locking hands, almost back to back. It seems to me he's got a pair in his hand.
I think Jagdeep's got a clear decision. He either goes all in or folds. As soon as he calls, it's like a 1 SPR. For those of you who don't know, that's stack to pot ratio. So the moment Jagdeep calls, it's about 200k, and Mayank has got just about the same amount. Which means Jagdeep is making the decision for the rest of Mayank's chips.
All right, he's pulled the trigger. I think I'm right, man. I think he has got a pair in there.
You want to take a guess?
Call.
Tens or jacks?
All right, let's see.
Oh yeah. I'm on point today, boys and girls. Jacks for Jagdeep Singh. Didn't get action from him this time. This time he most certainly did.
Jack of hearts esposa.
And that's a
jack
jack
in the window.
in the
Ooh, it's a little bit
window.
of sweat though, not out the woods just yet. Needs to find a queen, does my Uncle Khani, one of the cards that made him lose before. Can it save him now? Here comes the river, an ace for trips. Jagdeep Singh gets a full boat.
Covered.
That's unfortunate.
Yes, sir. Covered.
You make trips with ace king and you still lose the hand. Poker can be brutal, my friend.
And Mayank Lakhani from second in chips at this table has gone busto.
Jagdeep, in the meantime, is approaching 100 bigs rapidly if he
I was
continues
so
this.
tilted. I saw the other jack. After this one, I was so tilted. And then more jack.
He's not tilted anymore. He's just taking down a monster pot. Big smile on his face.
Later on.
Fake congratulations from the rest of the pros on the table who are cursing their lives inside at the moment.
Yeah,
If you're gonna listen, if you're gonna double anyone, don't double this guy. Give him back-to-back doubles.
congratulations, Jagdeep.
Played well to get that. Congratulations
Yeah,
to me
only
for
big
finally guessing a card right. So happy days. I'm gonna pat myself on the back. Hashim Khan needs to get something going here soonly. 4 bigs is not gonna take him too far.
$12,000 to call.
And you can see the payout, 61 lakhs up top.
All in.
There's a lot to play for in this IPC main event. If you make the final table, that's 6 lakhs. Hashim Khan has decided to go all in with 9-5 offsuit. He does have a really short stack. And the big blind approaching him quickly.
All in.
Besides, 9-5 is good enough to try and double up. Gunjan Mal goes all in over the top from the bottom with the ace-3 offsuit. Chirag Soda is considering this. I think he'll find a fold. Not the best hand to be in a multi-way pot. Obviously, this is going to be for his tournament life as well.
Call.
He does call, thinking Gunjan might be light. And 2 players at risk. Gunjan Mal is set to eliminate them. He's ahead at the moment. And that's an open ender for Chirag Soda. An ace or a 9 can make him a straight. No help for the others. And Chirag Soda hits a king.
How much?
Hashim Khan is going to be eliminated from this main event featured table and day 2 of the main event.
209, no?
Chirag Soda picking up a nice pot there. He's up to 472,000 now.
I don't know. I think
209.
Close to 40
2
big
lakhs.
blinds he's got.
2 lakh 9,000.
If I won 9, then I would have won. If I had won the 9. Yeah, a little bit. वो देखा fight वाला है. Gonna work. From what I've seen, most fans are willing more to try. लगाना ही है bro.
लगाना ही है.
And Chirag Soda is now in second place on this main event feature table.
जल्दी आ जाएगी 2 seats open.
$12,000 to call.
हाँ वही इसमें थोड़ा गड़बड़ बना रहे हैं.
2 6 open. One shoe.
The blinds
Yeah, easier no, because the card.
are at 6,000, 12,000 with the 12,000 big blind ante. And the tournament director checking which seats are open.
27.
We will be getting some new players at this table, filling out the seats.
27,000.
Jagdeep Singh opening the Jack 9 offsuit. Putting to use the newfound chips he's got from Mayank Lakhani, the last player to be eliminated before
This plus 3 blue. 3 stacks of blue, 1 yellow.
Yes, 12,000 to call.
expecting Jagdeep Singh to be active with this King Queen offsuit from under the gun. You can expect Jagdeep to be opening
28.
a lot of hands now since he's got close to 1 million chips with him. And Dr. Akansha Singh making an appearance at this feature table. We saw her husband yesterday.
28.
Okay, and back into some action hunting, and let's do it. Just deep swing with steam.
Maybe. But queen jack you showed the ace first on your
And he gets top pair. Akanksha's still alive. 10 and ace are her outs. I don't think Jagdeep's going to play this too slow. He doesn't have a diamond in his hand.
And it's also a fairly wet board.
Indeed. I think he's going to go about 45 here. I don't think he's going to go for like a third. Or he is?
You're on fire, my friend.
I'm on
40,000.
fire, my friend. 40k it is. It's like I can
40,000.
read Jagdeep's mind. You know, that could make me a lot of money. But knowing him, he knows I'm watching, and this is all part of his master plan. Expert poker player, Jagdeep Singh. I do hope he takes that Phil Galfond challenge. It'll be amazing if an Indian
Yeah.
takes down the beast that is Phil Galfond. Akanksha makes the call. She's got the ace of diamonds in her hand. Alright, that's a bit of an action card. Jagdeep's going to put her to the test here, though. I think he... So you think he's going to try and price her in and go large here, or is he going to go with about half the pot again?
Yeah, I think checking is
Prudent?
yeah. Also, I'm trying to figure out if there's any benefit in actually putting more chips in the pot. He's got a showdownable hand. He doesn't want himself to get into some tricky spots. I think checking is
Prudent.
always take some time to wake up during our early streams.
I got that latte through me just now. Put 2 sugars in it. All the coffee people out there are like, "Ugh, what's wrong with him?"
And
There we
Aditya
go.
Wadhwani is right again.
Let's go. What's happening to me? Is it possible that I know a little bit about poker?
I think you should just jump into a cash game.
Boom.
I'll take care of the commentary. You jump in 50-50.
Easy peasy. It's so hard to fold here for your Akanksha as well. It looks like is she? No. Calling here is actually fine. She'll leave herself a pot-sized bet thereabouts, which is great if she connects.
She does make the call. Going to the river with 266,000 chips.
She's got plenty of outs. That's not one of them. Jagdeep Singh with a lock on the hand now. Now he might just check this now. See if we can induce a bluff.
Yeah. And in this particular scenario, a check will work. Because Akansha might want to bluff this.
I mean, yeah, if he checks here and she just rips the lot, I mean that would be a great move. First of all, but I don't think he's that keen on checking as well. I think he's got her pegged exactly on the hand, and yeah, there you go. Smashes in like 80k.
70,000.
70k. Now Akanksha can only win this by bluffing. Can she find it to do exactly that?
I would love to see a jam, you know.
Yeah, it's the. She's got a hand that could do it.
She's got more than 20 bigs though. Folding is completely fine.
Yeah, still plenty of time. She does fold.
And the rich get richer.
Well played by Jagdeep. I think extracting a really good amount from Akanksha there in that hand, despite that being a fairly live board.
Jagdeep now crosses the million mark. He's got 1.1 million chips. He's got a massive chip lead now. So we see a new player join in. We'll try to get more information on him shortly.
Small big. 12,000 to go.
And we have a full house.
Akanksha Singh under the gun right now. Oh, looks like she's jumping into the action straight away after losing a big hand.
Race. 24.
That's 24. That's the minimum. She's under the gun right now with
That's
mystery
24
cards, so we will sweat with Akanksha. Ace King for Gunjan. Easy life. Look at the smile on his face. He's so happy with his hand right now. How much do I bet? How much do I bet? But right now, this is part of my book of live tells, though. Gunjan's whole demeanor at the moment, he has got a strong hand, but he's still got so many players to act right now. He's appearing almost too strong at this point that he's going to chase away any silly hands that might want to do something tricky. You know, all the intense staring her down, the pretending to calculate with his lips when he's only really thinking of raising it up. It's gonna stop all like hands like 9s and 10s who might have done something dirty and maybe clicked back.
Yeah, I think it also has to do with the fact that Gunjan hasn't played too many hands, and he must be really excited.
Oopsies! Small
So-
mercy, of course. Chiggy very happy to get out the way with 7s. King Queen. Wow, what hands are coming out? Bad news for Gunjan is that it's a lot of his outs. Good fold by Kamal there, seeing the short stack has already moved all in. Like I said, small mercy to Gunjan is that he's not going to lose much of his stack in this hand, given that Ravi just has 60k there. Now it's going to be jokes and smiles once it's turned over.
Please welcome the new player at the table, Ravi Sundar.
Coming in with a bang here, pulling out pocket aces first hand on the feature table. Has every right to be happy right now. 96% favorite to get a full double up. Not much sweat on the flop.
And that's it.
That's it, locking it down. Scores the double up. Gunjan Mal loses not too many chips. Still got 400k. There you go, Ravi Sundar has went to showdown 100% of the times. You gotta love Chirag's table presence there. It just looks like a poker player, doesn't he? With the glasses and the hoodie and the headphones all zoned in, and a little bit of a snack.
It's not fair.
Here's a spade as postcard. Here's a spade as postcards.
Kunal Patni will be first to
12,000 to
act.
go.
He looks down at... Oh, okay. Something's
Fold.
going on with the graphics, but he's not found a hand, so he's moved away.
12,000.
Patience, Kunal. It's coming. Patience.
This.
Ravi Sundar wasting no time getting into another hand. King Jack of diamonds this time. Sumit, who's the other new player on this table in the cutoff here, making the call. Pocket fives for Kamal Naruka.
Looks like a spot.
Yeah, that is the spot. It's very short. I think he could just fold this. I don't think he has enough information on Ravi as a player. He's literally only turned up and showed aces. And with a short stack, there's no reason not to believe that he hasn't got a decent hand. Certainly something that could call fives. So that's a good fold there.
That's a very good fold.
So we will take a flop. Ravi Sundar out of position with the suited King Jack, dominated by Sumit Kundu's King Queen. Jack in the window. Sundar in the lead.
Sumit Gundu is open-ended. Needs the ace or the 10.
Who has got loads of outs now? Any heart, any ace, any 9. Makes the call. Ravi Sundar needs to avoid a lot of danger here. A 4 is a safety card.
All in.
I think check call is a good way to go, or you just rip. Wow. Risky move there. Do you prefer to check call or do you like to jam?
I don't like the jam.
Yeah. You would have gone check call? Or?
Yeah, I think I don't mind a value bet or a check call.
a value bet when your stack is just 10 bigs though. How seriously can that be taken?
Yeah, I mean he has a very good hand. I think check call works a lot better than the value bet. Ravi Sundar winning 100% of the hands he's played on this table.
Beasting! With King Jack again. Action Jackson, 3 hands in a row.
12,000 to go.
Someone get this guy a Red Bull.
Yeah.
He's been busy. He's gonna fold the King Jack. Not a bad fold.
Quite happy with
I
it.
don't mind.
Chiggy wanted to do Chiggy things but then folds.
27.
Nathan Rao again with the unconventional plays. It seems like if he doesn't play a hand for too long, he does get frustrated and just jumps into the action.
Nathan Rao willing to step into the action with the 5-4 offsuit.
Yes.
The only problem with this raise is if one of the short stacks go all in,
You might as well
What do
just
you do?
burn your chips. KP here on the button, on the blind. Could he do something naughty here?
27.
If he was aware of how wide Nathan has been playing throughout these feature tables, I'm pretty sure he would just smash this in.
yeah, it's strange that nobody's actually picked up.
On this, right?
Yeah, look,
Yeah.
we haven't seen showdowns from Nathan Rao. He's been raising into the. So he's been raising pre-flop, but he's sort of giving up on most flops. Let's see if people like sort of figure it out in due course of the game. Play back at Nathan Rao pre-flop.
Yeah, at some point, Putney doesn't have the stack to do that, sadly.
Right.
Probably just going to shut down here after this C-bet. But I mean, we have the benefit of seeing his cards, but it's been pretty, like, he's, doesn't really change up his plan much. Even when he plays these sort of weaker hands and he connects, he C-bets heavy,
Right.
usually around half the pot. And then, so far, no one's really challenged him. So picking
Yeah, it's
strange
easy
lines,
for us
but
to say.
it's been working out for him, you know.
Yeah,
It's got him
absolutely.
this far. He's had no issues tangling with pros, and I think he's channeling some of that. What do I like to say about bleep their ranges? FTR. F their ranges.
Yeah, no doubt Nathan Rao has been playing extremely well. Although if someone
You can say.
at the table watches the stream,
Yeah, they're gonna find
gonna
some
find
ways
out.
to make easy money. Nathan Rao now with aces.
Yes.
Of course, the benefit to his style is when he does pick up these huge hands, being so active, they do get extremely well disguised from middle position as well. This could be interesting, given that there's 1-2 short stacks out there.
27.
Makes it 27k.
27.
Sumit Kundu calls pretty fast with the Jack 10 suited. Akanksha Singh with King Jack suited. Well, this dealer's on fire. He likes to show us the paint.
a lot of pretty hands.
And Nathan Rao right now just praying someone raises this up.
It's never a good feeling when you have aces and there are like 4 callers.
Yeah, you just want someone to raise it so you can get it all in.
27.
Putney can't find anything to squeeze there. It would have been a great spot to do it, but he would have got called, but never mind. Oh wow! Oh wow! What is going on here? And this is going to look like a squeeze so badly, you know? So it's like everyone else is like booing the big blind where he's like, just check dude, let's see the flop, and then he bets. It's already
Unlucky.
111k in this pot right now.
Kunjalmal running into the aces. for the second time in the last couple of hands.
Yeah, I want to see him make it like 60k. Sorry, not 60k. I want to see him make it like 90k.
Yeah, 90k or even bigger since
bigger.
since he's out of position.
Yep.
Actually, I mean, if he 3-bets this, it's pretty much going to be all in pre-flop.
Of course.
Yeah. He could just jam. He could just make it 100k. I'm just feeling bad for the guy. That's all.
Yeah, this is complete cooler for him.
And it looks like such a great spot from his point of view.
Yeah, he's like, great, they're going to think I'm squeezing. One of them might call me off light. Worst case scenario, I'll flip against an average pair, you know?
1 lakh.
There it is, 100k. Nathan Rao, how long will he take before jamming this bad boy?
As soon as he finishes doing backflips.
Oh, look at this for Hollywood.
Only
All right,
Let's party.
all in. Sumit Kundu has just wasted 27k. Akanksha Singh has just wasted 27k. They will frustratedly fold.
Both these players are big fans of Gunjan Mal right now.
Yeah, and Gunjan, unfortunately, is going to be the world of hurt because a bunch of his outs have just been mucked. So he needs a lot of help here, basically running spades. It's going to be almost impossible for him to make Broadway. 3%. And that is a terrible flop for him.
10.
No
No.
joy. Nathan Rao with the full double up from Gunjan Mal. Gunjan down to just 56k. Fumes. Time to do chip in a chair time. There we have the outside tables of the main event. See Vikram Kumar, Alok, who's standing up right now. He went into day 1A as the chip leader.
331.
Alok currently struggling to find balance between FIFA and poker.
And bracelet winner Abhinav Iyer also in the hunt for this main event title. A lot of known faces.
Yeah, Pradeep Sharma as well, getting a massage there. He was, I'm so used to seeing him make final tables in big events that up till this point, to have not seen him was confusing me. It's good to see he's got a stack and continuing to
I
do
think I
what he
made a
does
mistake.
best.
That's not Abhinav Iyer.
That's not Abhinav Iyer.
That's not. Sorry, Abhinav.
I did meet him earlier around. Maybe with the Run Good t-shirt.
Well thought.
Dramatic zoom out. I'm back to this feature table action.
12.
Jagdeep Singh still the big stack here. Nathan Rao has just picked up a bunch of chips and wastes no time getting them back into pots. 10-8 suited, my favorite hand for Nathan Rao. Kamal should not be thinking about doing anything here. Please do fold this. Excellente, there you are with over 1 million. That's the chip leader Jagdeep Singh on this feature table. I think because not many of Nathan's hands have gone to showdown, they haven't been able to figure it out.
Yeah.
Like you said, if they watch the stream, Jagdeep would be 3-betting this. But with short stacks to come, he realistically actually does do it. And wow, okay, okay, guys.
Don't say anything.
Okay, don't say anything.
Don't say
because it'll
anything.
break my heart if this does go wrong. Come on, KP.
I just want to get
Come on,
into
KP, please.
Kunal's head.
I don't mean to be biased right
whenever
now.
he
He
gets.
picks up kings and he's got a short stack. No, and someone is 3-bet and he's just got that sickening feeling. All right, he's done the unorthodox thing and is actually playing kings. We all know that you should be folding these pre-flop. Let's see if he can defy the odds here. Kunal Putney getting kings in. I'm getting so nervous right now for Kunal.
Gunjan thinking whether he should call off with the last three and a half blinds.
I think he can let it go because he's going to be on the button next. He gets to see, there's no ante, right? It's on the big blind ante, so he can see, you know, at least three more hands that he can get it in with. He's still going to get in these situations where people are going to be in multi-way pots. I don't think he should be lighting his fire on money when Kunal Putney is the one jamming, because Putney will not be jamming light ever in this position, especially not to Jagdeep's 3-bet.
Jagdeep, I think, will be forced to call.
Yeah. Priced in. Putney's gonna hate it when he sees the ace. It's okay, KP. I'm feeling what you're feeling. We're all feeling what you're feeling. You can get this bluff through. Jagdeep just getting the exact count here. I think you're right. I think he is going to be priced in here.
125.
It's 91k to win 200. It's just over. But the ace is always strong.
Doesn't like
Doesn't
it,
make
but
the
he has to make the call.
And Putney's time to squirm. He knows
He
it.
cracks a smile.
He knows it. He's like every time. If this doesn't go his way, I am gonna ban him for a second because I will actually go out there to 100. Not even joking about that. 4-8-8, little bit of a sweat. Queen of diamonds, no diamond in his opponent's hand, and a queen. Ooh. Double up. Gets it.
125.
Kunal Putney doubling up with the pocket kings. And Aditya wasn't joking. He is gonna hurt to Kunal Putney. For those of you who don't know, Kunal Putney has a bittersweet relationship with the pocket king's hand. There you see Aditya Wadhwani going to congratulate him for having doubled up with pocket kings.
$16,000 to call.
The blinds at 8, 16,000 with a 16,000 big blind ante. Gunjan Mal with 50k left. He's the short man at the table.
16,000 to go.
Aditya Wadhwani is back.
16. 16.
As promised, hugs were delivered.
Kunal looked so relieved once the hand was over. I think he celebrated just because it was kings and not just because he doubled
Yeah,
up.
that's it. Like, for anyone who basically doesn't know, he hasn't got the best history with kings, and it's become like a recurring joke on the circuit. That's why we always talk about folding them pre, because that is the optimum way to play them, according to Kunal. Defied all odds today. Ravi Sundar back into the action right now. He's picked up a flush draw. But Chiggy, he's about to do some Chiggy things.
Easy call with a flush draw for Ravi Sundar.
Check back.
All I have to work with that is not ace queen. Pretty much.
Blind versus blind.
What do you have, Queen Jack?
Ooh, and now open-ended. Chiggy's definitely going to do more Chiggy things here.
Check back.
Chirag Soda Here comes a bet of, I know what Chiggy's thinking right now. Chiggy is going to go for 35K. Larger.
Maybe you're right.
No, 37. That's a very Chiggy sized bet.
कितना ही गंदा हो तो
You had to put those two.
33.
33, sorry. Called it, my man. We are the same person, actually, Chirag and I. It's been pointed out to us by Abhishek Goindi that we are apparently the same person.
No
Obviously,
bluff, please.
not letting go of the flush draw, which is fair, absolutely fair. It's very strong. Jack rolling off. And Chiggy is never afraid to bluff here.
More cheeky things.
Check.
Yeah, he's more.
Check a bet.
He's gonna fire. He has to fire. He doesn't. He'll not want to showdown 6 high either. So he's gonna. Oh, is he giving up? No, Chiggy doesn't have it in him to give up. He's got the metal. He's got the metal. If he bets anything, he'll just commit. Ravi Sundar here. Come on, Chiggy, just rip it. I know that's the thought in his mind because we're the same player. Oh, is he gonna go for kind of a weird value bet size, like 50K?
In this instance, it might work. Ravi Sundar does not have a pair, only king high.
44.
44K, yeah. Getting better at this slowly but surely. Alrighty. Come on, Chirag looking through to get a good bluff through. It's gonna work because Ravi's just got king high at the moment. Perplexed. Not folding it though, huh? Fishing for information, Chiggy giving nothing away.
If Ravi Sundar calls, I'm going to give Chirag a hug.
Yeah. Wow. He's really contemplating this, is Ravi Sundar.
Even if he folds, I'm going to give him credit for thinking so long.
Yeah, absolutely.
He looks like he's picked up something.
Makes the fold, very well played. Chirag gets that through. Chiggy doing Chiggy things. Taking it down 6 high like a boss, my man Chirag Soda. In the zone. You don't need aces to win, you know. You just play poker and it all works out. That's how it's the Chiggy way. It's the Chiggy way. We've had a fun feature table so far. A lot of interesting hands we've seen.
Yeah.
Kings, aces, queens, all of it have turned out.
I mean, how can you forget the Gunjan Mal fiasco?
Ouch.
Ace king
Well
twice,
set up.
running into aces. The first time he got away
Yeah, he's
with
right, twice.
yeah, and the first time he got away with like a super small pot, and of course he ran into Nathan Rao's aces. Nathan Rao has been raising pretty wide, but this time he had a big hand.
Yeah, it worked out
And,
nicely. Jagdeep has been playing super solid as well. The guy doesn't make mistakes. It's uncanny.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever seen or heard of a time that Jagdeep has made a big mistake.
Yeah.
And I think he's a machine. That's
Yeah.
what I believe. He's always been very mechanical and very optimal about his plays, and
32.
which is why he just crushes, man.
Yeah, there you have it on your screen right now. That is Jagdeep Singh over there. Kunal Patni has come into this, and Chirag with a legitimate hand this time in the small blind. Ace queen suited.
So Aditya, tell me, is if you were in Chirag's place, is this like a auto 3-bet for you?
For me, again, it depends on what who the big blind is and
Like-
what their stack is. But
Say the effective stack sizes are what Patni has.
yeah, I do like 3-betting this a lot. Just because it's ace queen, man. I love the hand. It's so nice. It's almost ace king, you know. Yeah. And yeah, you know, I'm not a big fan of just calling it and then playing it out of position. I'd much rather 3-bet, take it down, or
90,000.
there you go, Shiggy. We have one person, one brain, one unit. I wonder if he'll share any of his prize money with me.
He should.
90.
And I like that. I mean, it makes it you know, expensive, but for Patni now.
I think Patni has to fold, right?
There you go. Snap fold. Shiggy takes it down.
Chiggy on a roll.
Yeah, just 5k short of the 600 mark. Doing well. Playing patiently. Pull off a nice big bluff. Pull off a nice big hand. And blinds are up again to 8k, 16k. They really go up fast, these blinds. And Gunjan them all just with 3 bigs right now. I'm impressed he's still here, actually. I was expecting him to go all in quite some time ago. This is going to go all in. Kamal shouldn't be
16,000 to call.
wasting much time here. With just 5 bigs.
All in.
Perfect time for Kamal to pick up the hand. He was under the gun, which means the next hand he would lose two blinds.
Indeed.
He gets a chance to utilize all of 84,000 chips.
Yeah, sure.
Ravi Sundar with ace-7 of clubs cutoff.
Ravi short as well. He's got 10 big blinds.
84. 84.
Raise from under, you know, a jam from under the gun from a small stack is generally going to be very strong. So I'd be concerned about playing this, to be honest, if I was Ravi. Got larger stacks yet to act. You're gonna hate getting called if you jammed here. They're suited, they look pretty, but I think they're gonna have to find the muck well folded there. Chirag also getting out the way. Nathan around the small blind. Given that there's another short stack next to him, he might actually just call this. It feels like he's got that vibe where he might do it, but no, he doesn't. He gets out the way. And Sumit Kundu doesn't pick up anything to play with. So Kamal gets a little bit of a pot there, which he's about to put the majority of it back in, sadly, being the big blind next hand.
$40K, that's exactly how much he has to spend per round.
Free rolling this blind.
No one called?
Look at that, lot of short stacks there.
90 please. 16,000. 16,000 to
Jamal
call.
has about 3 hands
16,000 to call.
to find a spot.
I think
16,000 to call.
Jagdeep might fold this. No, he's going to play it. My bad. I got that all wrong.
It's 35.
King 10 is marked. Jack 4 for Patni. Who's going to fold? 5-3 for Gunjan. Not yet, not yet. He's waiting patiently for that opportunity to get the rest of his life on the line. It is 61 lakhs he's trying to achieve here, so he doesn't want to get it in light, even though he's just got 3 bigs. You gotta trust in those push-pull charts at this point. And nobody decides to contest. Jagdeep Singh's ace-10 off. It's just the chip count, not the seed order. My mistake. I was gonna say Jagdeep's in perfect position, and then I realized this is just the order of the stacks, not the seats.
16.
KP with Jack 10 suited. They look pretty. I guess the plan here is to bet fold this one.
Raise 32. Thirty-two.
39 minutes.
Sumit Kundu on the button with 7 deuce. Mucks it.
Or 10 minutes? I don't know.
All in.
All in from Kamal in the small blind. That looks super strong. Putney doesn't like it.
Has to call it, I
Has to
guess.
call, yeah. I was just gonna say, don't think he wanted to,
Call,
but
call.
yeah. The
Chalo,
math
flip-
says what
flip
it
the card,
is.
please.
Kamal Nurka will be happy, right? He's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
expecting
it's-
to be ahead.
It's the best he could have asked for, but he is at risk. There's a queen 8, a gut shot now coming off for Putney. He's catching 9, or a jack or a 10. It's a 3, and Kamal gets a full double up with king 5. So there are 45 players, excuse me, left in the main event at the moment.
Ananya gave me one.
82. 92.
The players can almost taste it.
I wonder what the minimum payout is right now. It should be about 2 lakhs, I think, 2 or 3 lakhs at this point.
I'm not sure. Yeah, it sounds about right.
Let me go have a quick peek at the clock, or maybe the production team could show us the clock, because I know it's written there. And I'll use my eagle eye vision to peer deep into the screen and read out. Oh, or they could just put it on the graphics like professionals. Nice, nice. So, at 45 people left, what's the payout? 16 to 18 plus 3.4, 2.7, 2.3. It's less than 2 lakhs. In fact, 1.42 lakhs is the cash out at the moment. Next jump is not till 36th place.
16,000 to go.
So we are getting close to the business end of the main event. But if you want to be done here with 10 bigs, start king 5 of clubs. Let it go, sir. There we go. Gunjan, I think this might be the one. You're gonna be the blind next, so you'd rather be auto all in. You don't want to be auto all in. At least you've got
All
one
in.
picture card here.
Yeah.
Not gonna hope for get much better. Gets the
Fold,
last
fold.
50k in. It's gonna get auto
All
called
in.
by the big blind, unless someone else picks up a hand. But you shouldn't even be looking at your hand in the big blind right now. Just literally any 2 cards you can
Yeah,
afford to call.
of course. Nathan Rao looks interested. From the hijack, he might. I think he's made a call.
45.
No, he's made it. Has he popped that up? He's just called, yeah. Sumit Kundu with 9-8 of hearts.
It's a pretty hand.
It's a pretty hand, but you could just fold and see.
What do
the
you think
opponent
about Nathan
eliminated.
Rao's call?
Yeah, I hate it, to be honest. Just because I'm sure someone else would have done the job of eliminating this
45.
player. And you
45.
you doubt Gunjan's going to be getting in here with anything less than at least one picture card, so you know you're going to be behind right now. He is, of course, live, so let's see how this rolls out. 2 diamonds in great shape. Gunjan does spike a 3. Still at a lot of risk. A 6 needs to dodge all the diamonds, all the 7s, and all the 10s. Can he do it? Here's the river. It's a queen. 2 pair for Gunjan. Gets the double up to like 6 bigs now. No, up to 10 bigs now.
Yeah.
Rock and roll. Back in the game, and I mean, there was just no need for Nathan Rao to do that. Just literally letting letting a player back into the game. Weird. And there you have it. 45 players left. 8K, 6K, level 22 of the main event.
This one. Yes, sir.
We will be ending the stream in about 24 minutes.
Yeah, at the end of this level, we'll go on break, and then of course we will be back later on with the final table, where they will be playing for that trophy that you can see, as well as that watch that you can see, and 61 lakhs, which you cannot see, but trust me, it's very real. I mean, it's a dream score, Richard. 61 up top.
Yeah, every time I say it is just
I honestly just get jealous.
16,000 to go.
totally.
I want to be out there, fighting for it.
60.
Like, I'd literally go in there and be like, Gunjan, you want to go do some commentary? I'll play the short stack if you don't want to. No problems. Just picked up a double up. Gonna be the blind again next.
He's thinking about it.
It's close.
super
but
tempting for
it's
him.
Super tempting, yeah, but yeah, just not worth it right now.
Fold.
Once again,
Fold.
it's got no fold equity there, you know. So away it goes. Chiggy, does he want to do some Chiggy things? Nah.
Fold.
There's Sumit Kundu. Twirling those cards around, maybe they'll become better. Nope, they didn't, so they get folded. 4-3 goes into the muck. Jack 8 for Jagdeep. Expect him to open this with short stacks on his left in the blinds. He should be applying a lot of pressure whenever he can. He will know that. Can't remember what the stacks are next to him, but they are sub 20.
I think Gunjan is on the big blind, which is like a 12 big blind stack.
Yeah, Putney's still there.
Yeah, Patni and Gunjan, that's right. Small, big.
Raise 32.
Great spot for Jagdeep to make a raise and steal this one.
32,000.
7 deuce for Putney. Gross. Laugh. Show. Fold. Bang. Get out of here. Nasty hand.
So it was a Kansha in the small blind.
Yeah, Gunjan will be on the big blind this next hand though. Just got a pot, has to give a bunch of it back just because of the blinds.
The blinds just kill you. Putney had a stack of about 10-12 big blinds and
Poof.
now he's looking at a sub 10 big blind stack.
You can sense one of those blind to
16,000
blind dirty
fold.
hands coming up between both those small stacks. You know?
Yeah.
It always sets up like this. Putney will pick up like Ace 10,
16.
rip it in his face, and he'll just have ace. Okay,
16,000.
well, Chigi might do this for them. Chirag Sole with a lovely hand, ace queen off suit right now. He's gonna make it the standard as we've been seeing so far, which will be 32, maybe 35 if he wants to do round numbers and just use yellow chips, but he doesn't. Makes exactly 32.
38,000.
38. Excuse me, he does make it a little bit extra.
38,000 call.
All in. Did someone say all in? It sounded like the dealer said something, right? I didn't quite hear that right. My mistake, guys. Jagdeep Singh on the cutoff.
Fold.
Folding. Didn't get to see his cards, but they couldn't have been very good. Kunal Patni on the small blind now. Queen 9 suited. Gunjan's going to be super short on that big blind. Is Chigi going to get any action? KP almost wondering whether this is worth ripping here. Just trying to assess what Chirag's opening range might be at UTG1. And if he can get it through by jamming. Decides not today. And Gunjan with 8-6 off.
That's painful.
Yeah, that is super painful. You just want to see something at that point. You're like, okay, I don't mind flipping. Like now, he wouldn't have minded King 5 suited, and he could have just been like, all right, you know what, if it's your day, it's my day, and get it in. But 8-6 is just the worst, and he can't peel here. Remember, when he folds this, immediately another 12k will get put into the pot as he goes into the small blind next. 8k rather. 8k, 12k? What is the blinds at? They're big. 10k, 20k. 16 now. So yeah, 8k he'd have to put. He does actually peel. So now I guess if he picks up anything, he'll be getting this.
I think this is why Chirag made it slightly bigger.
Bigger, yeah,
Which I love.
Yep, and now picking up a diamond. Chigi with top pair and the diamond. I don't think there's any need to bet here, actually.
I like it. I think it's...
both are fine. Actually, that's right. Gunjan now either has something or he doesn't. But given that Chirag's hand is so strong, you could also just, you could also just check and...
Gunjan knows that he's shoving his pocket pairs as well.
Yeah.
Like 9s, 8s. He's just jamming. He's never going to fold for sure. So I think Chirag's bet is okay. I don't mind it.
Gunjan's going to be left with absolute fumes after this.
This is why it's so tough to
Is my
peel.
diamond live? Is my diamond live? Is my diamond live? Yeah, like you're saying, this is why it's so tough to peel this hand. I honestly, I think I would have just folded out if I was Gunjan. Is he really frustrated right now? It's almost like he's trying to talk himself into this call right now.
Sorry, I can't call.
Well, he's almost dead. If he calls, he's gonna be in trouble, and only 3%.
Yeah, would need running 8s or 6s. I think the clock is being called.
Clock.
Okay, time. The clock has been called at 30 and 36.
Not to forget, he has to also dodge all the diamonds in the deck.
Yeah.
20. 15.
Call.
Makes the call. I think a little bit of frustration there from Gunjan. needing a lot of help right now. A queen that shuts it down. Game over. Gunjan Mall eliminated in from the main event. Calling off Force Tournament Life with 8 high, hoping his diamond is live. It wasn't. Chirag had him absolutely crushed. And Chiggy's up to 7.3 lakhs at the moment.
We only big black.
Definitely frustrating from frustration from Gunjan there. There was no problem with him folding. He was happy to. I think he just got annoyed because he was been like sitting on that 3 big blind stack. And he wasn't willing to do that again.
And you have to feel for the guy. He came into this feature table with the biggest stack.
16.
He had the biggest stack coming on
16.
into the feature table.
Raise.
He was sitting pretty with a lot of chips, but sadly he ran into aces twice
36.
with ace king. That will tilt anyone.
Yeah, what to do? Well, if it's not your day, it's not your day. That's how poker is. Just gotta roll with the punches and on to the next one. On to the next hand now. Nathan Rao, our wild card here on this feature table, has opened up another mystery hand. Sumit Kundu is called with King Queen. I swear King Queen has been the most frequently seen hand throughout this IPC.
Fold.
Ace 9 for Putney. Pocket 7s, legitimate. Putney folding. Ravi Sundar. He's also got a short stack. Hits the muck, so we'll take a flop between these two players.
Heads up.
Nathan ahead right now with the only pair in hand. King 9, Jin for Sumit Kundu. Nathan Rao, slow down, buddy. Slow down.
Yeah, it's another thing we've seen Nathan do a
Fearless
lot.
3-bet, fearless C-bets.
Yeah, he's got like a almost 100% c-bet frequency.
Yeah, and look,
Not
he's
afraid to
he's
put in
going really
chips.
big there with that C-bet as well.
And this this makes Sumit a really happy man.
Yeah, there's no way he has Ace King because that would have done. Well, Ace King's the only hand that's beating him right now. King 9, hard to put Nathan on. He could be doing this with a lot of flush draws as well. So I think Sumit Kundu here is quite comfortable.
I mean, when you flop trips with like the second best kicker,
Yeah, you're
I
chilling.
think I'm like super ready to go broke.
Yeah. I'm very happy to go broke here. I just I hope he doesn't raise this. Because once again, what is going to call you? You want to be called in this spot.
I think against an aggressive player like Nathan, you should just go call and
Yeah, absolutely.
Sumit
Yeah.
has the advantage of position on Nathan. So no reason for him to.
Does make the call there. Nathan looks a little perplexed. Knows he's up
Sure,
against. Ooh,
Ouch.
that's a sick card right now.
Nathan
And
checks.
then a quick check there.
Sumit,
Oh no.
Sumit, you're beat.
Oh no, Sumit, no.
Don't do it.
Just check back, dude. And yeah, it's so hard to give him a free card there. It could so look like a flush draw when he checks now after being called, right? Oh no. There's no way. I don't see Sumit escaping this.
Wow.
hard to put him on king 7 or king 9 from that position.
All in. Call.
All in,
Snap all in
call.
and call.
He's going to look a little disgusted right now. Brutality, but he's not out the woods yet. He's still got 6 outs. Can catch a king, queen, or a 9 to stay alive. Otherwise, he will be eliminated. Nathan Rao getting absolutely a beautiful card. Don't celebrate just yet. He can now because it is all over. 4 of spades eliminates Sumit Kundu. Flopped trips and was beaten on the turn. Right foot to right to feel a little bit hard done by Nathan Rao. Running good. Run like Rao. Hashtag.
Hashtag run like Rao.
Hashtag run like Rao. Those are sick hands.
Sick hands. I'm kind of speechless. I don't even know what to say anymore. Wow, that was a superb turn for Nathan.
Nothing you can do. At least he wasn't drawing dead. That's the worst feeling when you call off drawing dead. That like breaks me inside a little bit.
Call. 16,000.
As long as you got outs, there's always hope, you know. So
Nathan looks
small consolation.
really fired up right now.
Yeah, stacking up those chips. You're in the main event. You've just got close to 1 million chips. You're playing for 61 lakhs. You're playing your game. No one's adjusting to it, so you're very comfortable and have every right to be happy. Putney's finally going to get it all in with pocket jacks. Ravi Sundar's in the small blind. And Nathan Rao was just limped under the gun with King Jack after winning that monster. It cost Ravi like all of his chips to call this. Ace-9 is just not strong enough. Just doing a count of his chips, he will find out that if he does call this, he would still be alive if Nathan Rao doesn't choose to get in here. But given that Nathan has just appeared under the gun,
he'd be alive with 4,000 chips.
he'd be alive with 4,000 chips. He has jammed that though. That is very interesting. Nathan Rao, does he want to go for the triple knockout? All you have to do is flop a king. If you can pull 7s out of a hat, a king shouldn't be too difficult.
He's counting chips.
I mean, it's a 316k pot. If you call call off just less than half of it. Putney doing the triangle symbol, telling someone on his rail that he is all in right now.
He is not part of the Illuminati.
128
Yeah.
and 140. All in, all in. Call.
Nathan asking for a count. He has made the call. 3-way action. Nathan looking to knock out 2 players here. Can do it if he catches a king. Ravi Sundar looking for a double up, needs an ace. Kunal Putney in a scary 3-way all in with pocket jacks.
Boom boom poker by Nathan Rao.
Boom boom poker from Nathan Rao. Ace in the window. 2 diamonds. That's bad for Kunal. He needs to catch a jack now. And a jack only. A 4 seals the deal. Aces and 8s with a 9 kicker and a triple up to 300k for Ravi Sundar. That worked like a charm for him.
Hard luck, Putney, GG.
Hard luck. Kunal Putney eliminated from the feature table and the main event. Wow. Nathan Rao
Most welcome.
almost took out 3 players there, but it's Ravi Sundar who comes out ahead by the end of it.
This hand button is red.
I think that call's a little bit greedy there from Nathan.
Yeah, it's quite borderline. I mean, he's calling for value, I guess, but still, it's very hard for him to be ahead.
Okay.
Yeah, especially after
उन्होंने
Ravi
hand
moves
मांगा था,
in.
दे दिया था, लगाया नहीं.
Yeah, but he's getting 3-1 on his money, so To be honest, I don't even know if I should be commenting on Nathan Rao. He's been running and playing extremely well. He's doing something right.
Yeah, absolutely. He's got 850k.
6 minutes. Next break. Break time.
Pocket jacks turning up once more, this time for Kamal Naruka, who should just be
16,000.
ripping the lot. No need to do anything silly here. Pocket jacks. I hate this hand, obviously, because, you know,
All in.
Oh, we've all been there.
we've all been there. One jack goes into the muck. 9-3 into the muck. Chiggy folds. Nathan Rao. Not
Easy
that
call.
brave.
Okay.
Not that
Not
brave.
that brave.
Not with 3 deuce. Although I have heard stories about people snapping off aces and kings with 3 deuce and just crushing them. You hear those horror stories from cash sessions.
You know who has the best cash stories?
Who's that?
Maddie.
Small big.
Maddie? Yeah,
90
for
please.
sure. For sure, for sure.
So
Aces for Jagdeep Singh.
I'll come back to my story.
Easy life.
Your
Easy
15,
life.
20, 16,000.
Standard raise
Apani.
over the
You
gun.
take everyone's chips, become chippy to the table,
16,000
and
to
then
call.
then take up aces UTG.
And the 2 short stacks have been, like, the real tiny stacks have been eliminated, so he may well get action for this.
Race. 33. 33. 33.
33 is the bet. Lot of
33.
trash hands going to the muck.
Chirag bhai.
King Jack for
33,000 to
Chiggy.
call.
Chirag will probably just call this. Unless he has devious thoughts. But they're both super deep. There's no need to do anything silly here. Calling is just fine.
Race 30.
There it is.
Sorry, call in. 33. Yeah, call only.
Ooh, Kamal Naruka
20 by 6.
picks up King Queen of Diamonds. King Queen, no surprises there.
33 total. Yes.
Might think that he could do something naughty here. But Jagdeep under the gun should be realistically so strong right now.
Call.
He's just called. Saves himself for now anyway. So 3 very nice looking hands going to this flop right now. Jagdeep Singh with pocket
Check or
aces.
bet. Check.
9-7-3. That's lovely for Jagdeep.
I don't know if you noticed, as soon as the flop came out, Jagdeep was staring at Kamal because he knows the big blind is gonna have hands that will connect with this board, and no real hand
50,000.
for Kamal and Chirag.
Makes it 50k.
I like the sizing.
Yeah, it's enough to get at least one float out there.
I think Jagdeep is one of those players who you can just watch and learn so much.
Yeah, absolutely. I prefer watching Chiggy though,
Yeah, he's played so well, Chirag. I'm so impressed.
because I half thought Chiggy might
All in?
float that. Oh, all in from Kamal. That's a missed time move. Snap call from Jagdeep.
वाओ बच गया ब्रो मैं सोच रहा था कुछ
There, you see, Chiggy was thinking about it. I told you, we are the same person. It's good to see that he's controlling his inner beasts and not doing silly things. Just made a great fold there. Yeah. And that's it. With a lock on the hand, Jagdeep Singh is about to eliminate Kamal Naruka.
was a close
Ah, just
Overkill.
overkill, yeah. Just for good measure.
बोल रहा था फ्लॉप
It's called the double tap.
Zombieland references. I love
Yeah.
it. I love it.
It actually blew my mind when I watched the second one just now that it was actually 10. Those movies are 10 years apart. The first and
Yeah.
the second Zombieland. I love the first
I
one.
love it. I
The
love
second was good as well, but the first one is excellent.
it. It was epic. Jagdeep Singh
Chop, chop, chop.
now 1.3
Sir, break time,
million chips to his
take a
name.
break. Chill. Break time आ गया ना?
We can't deal with
Yo, yo. Oh,
We are
yes.
And that
Good luck,
looks like
Banta,
we
boss.
are gonna go for a break,
me also, good
and
luck.
that is going to actually be the end of the stream for now from this featured table. We will of course be back with the main event, final table later on once these players get down to a final 9. Do remember that they're going to be playing for big money up top, 61 lakhs to be exact, Richard. Now then, we can go have a chill and
Yes,
have
we
a
will.
rest because it's going to be a long evening ahead, I think. What do you say, Richard?
ice cream time.
Ice cream time. Read my mind. Excellent. Right then, you guys take a break. We'll be cutting the stream, of course. Do stay tuned to the socials for the final table coming up later, and of course to Gutshot for events in real time. from
All
this event.
all action can be followed on our media partner sites, Gutshot, Poker Shots, and of course Poker Guru.
Yes. So we'll see you in a little bit with the final table. Peace out.